All right, Footy fans, get ready for another episode on the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. Here are your hosts, PJ and Breno.
Hey Footy fans, welcome back to NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast for another turbulent week of footy. We watched last week blowouts, comebacks and some surprise results in round 19. But first, the highlight of the weekend was our day at Accor Stadium for Rabbitohs versus Knights. And even though my Knights just not good enough on the day, well-deserved win by the Rabbitohs. And of course, my fellow admin and Coma host, PJ, now holds the admin versus admin trophy for the first time in a while. So big congratulations to PJ. What a great day we had. PJ, how you feeling, mate? And he's still got his Jai Arrow birthday hat, still celebrating.
Oh, mate, got my Jai Arrow birthday hat on. A bit under the weather, actually, as well. So sorry to the fans out there if I'm not as enthusiastic and exciting as I always am in this show, mate. But yeah, it was a great game. It was great to catch up with you and have a few beers. And when we say a few, we mean a lot. But yeah, I got one. Second annual, it's the second admin versus admin face-to-face challenge, and it's 1-1, Breno. I've got one back. But what a round of football. I mean, that game, the Dolphins losing 66-0, like there was so much last weekend. We'll get into all that as we look at this weekend's matches.
Yep, and here's a quick little video of us on the weekend. And if you want to see the full video, make sure you
Here I
go to
am.
the page.
I thought that lady was trying to tell me that was my new baby for a second, but thank God it wasn't. Yeah, we had a few beers. Check it out.
Oh yeah, also got on Channel 10 News as well.
I was about to say you didn't put that in the video.
At heart. It is going to be. Would you mind if you lost today, even if you raise a lot of money for Jai?
Bring it on.
On the field to the young at heart.
Yeah, I was there talking to him about 2 minutes.
if you
That's the
lost
only
today,
bit they took out of it.
Yeah. Would you be happy if Jai Arrow won if the Rabbitohs won for the Bunnies? You're like, yep, bring it on. What a good sport. What a good sport. Yeah. Hey, Dave. Dave's saying hi, guys. Hi, Dave. Thanks for joining us again. Go.
All right, Panthers versus Broncos, Thursday night footy. Who have you got? Let us know in the comments as we begin Women in the League round 20. Penrith are still first on the ladder and coming into this game fresh after having the bye. That break could have come at a better time, giving them an opportunity to freshen up before the run to the finals. Broncos are down to 14th position, but they also had the bye last weekend. They have had an extra week to prepare for the toughest assignment in the competition. Brisbane's season is reaching the point where every game becomes a must-win. They cannot afford to keep dropping games and expect to stay in the finals conversation. PJ, can the Broncos produce the upset, or are the Panthers about to remind everyone why they are still sitting on top?
Yeah, well, I was listening to Michael Maguire on the radio yesterday, and while he didn't want to say that mathematically they're out if they lose this week, mathematically they're out if they lose this week. So they absolutely have to win. Panthers have had a few losses in a row. They had the bye last week, but they'll be too good, mate. I'm going Panthers 13 plus. Broncos pretty much have most of their injured players back, so it's never going to get better than this. They did go on a run late last year to sneak into the finals and actually get to a grand final and win, albeit through the dodgiest NRL refereeing I've ever seen with that Brisbane-Canberra game.
Yeah.
But, I really can't see anything but a Panthers win.
Okay, Sharks versus the Knights. Get excited. Come on, you Knights fans. Get in the comments. We want to hear your passion. Top 5 clash here with Friday night footy. It's in the Shire. And we've got the 4th place Sharks hosting the 5th place Newcastle Knights. Sharks sirens were sounding at Redcliffe as Cronulla absolutely destroyed the Dolphins 66-0 last weekend. They led 24-0 at half-time and somehow became even more dangerous in that second half. It wasn't just a win, it was a public demolition. Someone needs to contact the Marine Wildlife Rescue after that slaughter. But Newcastle dropped to 5th after losing 26-24 with the Rabbitohs. Absolutely broke my heart. But the Knights gave South Sydney far too much of a start, and late comeback just wasn't good enough in the end. Fell a bit short. But Newcastle need to come out early this game. Got to improve some handling and avoid giving the Sharks too much attacking. Good game last week though, PJ. We enjoyed it. Had a good day out, as we were just saying, that even though my microphone wasn't on. So the Sharks, they're genuine premiership contenders after scoring 60, or can the Knights bounce back and steal a massive 2 points here? PJ, what do you reckon?
Yeah, well, Dave just flashed up. He's going Sharks 13 plus. Hello. And all the spraying we copped last week, Breno, for our poor tips. I didn't see one person pick the Sharks 13 plus against the Dolphins.
No.
Not one person had the Sharks. So all those fantastic tippers out there, or as they say in Friends. But yeah, Sharks, amazing. Like if they're going to hit, if they're going to hit top 4 and really push for a title here, this is where it needs to start. They beat the Warriors earlier in the year. They've just flogged the Dolphins without 7 of their best. So you can't really judge that. But they've got to win the games against the top 8. They've got to win the games against the teams that they're competing with. The Knights are exactly that. They've got to come out and give them a red-hot go, mate. The Knights, they started slow, but they come home harder than a bloke on a honeymoon, I tell you. They were flying at the end of that game, and if it was another 5 minutes, I reckon Souths lose. So thank God it's an 80-minute game and not 90 minutes like the old football.
Yeah, to be honest, we went over the line 4 times in that first half that we couldn't score.
Yeah,
so we're in the game, but we just couldn't get it right anyway.
Yeah, this is match it around, Breno, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Match it around.
Match around. Pew, pew.
Match it around. 4v5, 2 teams playing in really good form. The Knights have been, apart from last week's loss, in really good form, winning some great results. So I can't see anything but a cliffhanger for this one, Breno. I have to be completely honest. I've gone Knights. I've gone 1-12. I think it'll be really close. It could even be a field goal from somebody like Dylan Brown that separates it. Wasn't it funny? I watched the video of us at the game, Breno, and I said, is Ponga in? And you went, yes. And I went, I'm going for South now. And they'll win 22-20, I said. And it was 26-24. I wasn't far off.
Yeah, guess who got the Knights score right, though? I didn't get the other right, though. I got pick 24. Yeah, I was 2 points off and 4 points off both teams. So that was pretty good guessing from drunk PJ, I think. Knights for me, 1-12. Yeah, same. I got Knights 1-12. And just realised that Ashley Klein is our referee. Let's leave that one there.
Oh, no. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen now.
Yep, let us know in the comments if you think the Shark is going to get it, or if you think the Knights are come back to get a win.
Go Best. Woohoo. Best is back. Here he is.
Guess who's back?
Best is back.
Oh, guess who else is back?
Who's that?
AJ's back.
He is too, yeah.
The little friend. AJ and Bradman Best are both back.
Nice work.
All right, who's next?
Roosters versus Storm, Friday night footy 2.0. Usually we would say clash of the big guns here, but Storm has struggled this year. But prove us wrong, guys. Get in the comments again, everyone, and give us what you think about this one and who you got. So the second Friday night game, it's got third place Roosters hosting the 10th place Melbourne Storm. Roosters defeated Parramatta 28-12 in round 19. They led 4-0 at halftime, then took control in the second half. Continue to quietly build momentum and remain only 4 points off the Panthers up the top. Melbourne moved up to 10th after surviving a major scare against the Titans last week. They just won 22-18. Storm led 12-6 at halftime, so they were pushed right to the end by the team sitting second last. Melbourne got the result, but hardly a dominant Storm performance. But they're slowly climbing back up that ladder. So, PJ, is the Storm warning siren officially going off, or can they make a statement against one of the competition top sides?
Mate, no Munster, no Jerome Hughes, no hope. That's what I'm calling. I think the Roosters will win. Dave's going 13 plus. I think that's adventurous. But I've got Roosters 1-12. I don't think the Storm will be terrible. You know, Wishart in at 5'8". He's going to be probably starting for the Perth Bears next year. So this is a great chance for him to show what he's got.
Yep.
But yeah, the Roosters have just been so good. No Teddy, of course, with the HIA last week when he tried to tackle with his own face.
Can't do that.
But Cody Ramsey played a fantastic game, and he'll do a great job for the Roosters. Roosters 1-12, mate.
Yeah, what have I got? I've gone 13 plus. I'm with Dave. Dave's going 13 plus on everything.
You're with Dave. Dave's going 13 plus. Dave's thinking it's a smash-a-thon. Dave, are you using your Joker, Dave? They're all 13 plus, mate. That's pretty confident wins.
Pretty confident.
Don't forget, if you're in our
I'm with you
tipping
there.
comp, you do get a Joker. Don't forget to use the joke. Did we get 2 in yours or 1? I'm getting confused.
We got 2, yeah.
You get 2. So make sure you use your joke. It gives you double points. It's all 8-game rounds from now on.
Yeah.
So make sure you use your jokers. Otherwise, you'll be way behind us and you'll be a joke.
All right, Raiders versus the Rabbitohs. Saturday Arvo in the nation's capital. Come on, PJ. Where's all your Rabbitohs tribe now? We want to hear you guys. How good was last week's game? Get in the comments there. But we head to Saturday afternoon with this clash. The Raiders climbed to 12th position after an impressive 40-16 victory over the Bulldogs. Raiders led 22-0 at half-time and had the match under control well before the final siren. They've still got plenty of work to do, though, but the performance keeps them their slim finals hopes alive. South Sydney move up to 6 after holding on to the Knights 26-24. Just getting home there. Rabbitohs controlled most of the game, but built a strong lead before the Knights come back there. It was a bit of a flurry. Anyway, so PJ, after surviving Newcastle, can the Rabbitohs handle the cold and the chaos in Canberra?
Yeah, well, I keep backing the Bulldogs. I keep backing against the Bulldogs, and they keep winning. Last week I did go Raiders, so well done. And they got flogged, the Bulldogs. I can't quite tell what went wrong for them, but the Raiders, 2 in a row now. They've got some good form. They're a little bit scary for me in Canberra. Souths don't have a great record against the Raiders in Canberra. Even though we've got Alex Johnston back, I'm just not sure they'll maintain that level that they had to put out against Newcastle with the Jai Arrow birthday. So I'm going Raiders 1-12. Dave's going Bulldogs. Dave's going Rabbitohs 1-12. God bless you, Dave. But I'm going Raiders. I'm just not confident. And usually if I tip against South, they win. So it's kind of working out for me.
What's your thoughts on Joey Gray on the bench and coming on for Dufty last week?
Yeah,
was genius
I
stroke,
wasn't
or
really,
were you confusing?
Yeah, I wasn't really understanding it.
Yeah, it seemed to work though.
Yeah, he played a great game last week.
Brilliant game.
He's got great utility.
Dufty was playing good too. I just don't get why they would do that, but it worked. So.
Yeah, and then Cody Walker. I mean, he's back this week after his moronic suspension. I expect to see a highly disciplined Cody Walker this week.
I hope so. Yeah.
I expect him to be a real leader, so maybe he can be the difference to get us home. But I think it'll be super close, 2 points in it, maybe 26-24 perhaps.
Okay. Yeah, I've gone the other, and I'm going Rabbitohs 1-12. So.
God bless you. Go the Bunnies. I hope you're both right, and I hope I get that tip wrong.
Saturday in New Zealand, we've got the Warriors versus the Dragons.
New Zealand, bro.
Yeah, we all can see where this one is heading, but we want to know what you guys think in the chat. What's your tips? Get in the chat. The second place Warriors return home, face the Dragons. Warriors sitting second after defeating the Tigers 32-6. They led 14-6 at halftime before shutting out the Tigers. Warriors continue to look really good and dominant in all facets of the game, and the Dragons just remain last. What else can you say? They've just had the bye as well, but will that help them? Who knows? But PJ, do the Dragons have any chance of causing an upset here, or the simple question, how many tries are Warriors going to get?
I think they're always a chance, mate. You know, the Warriors have been in really good form. They got edged out by the Dolphins a couple of weeks ago. Played really strong last week against a gallant Tigers team, but let's be honest, they weren't going to win. And the Dragons getting a win last start and then a bye. They got a 4-point injection. They got them up from 17th to 17th. So they're not really going anywhere, but they need to win again to be able to do that. So I can't see anything but Warriors 13 plus. I think they're the real deal. I think they're title contenders. Everyone with the tongue, title contenders is there now. The Warriors are right there.
Absolutely,
yeah.
They're gunning
Dragons
for
will give a good
premiership.
Yeah, Dragons will give a good fight for 40, 50 minutes like they normally do, and then the class will rise, and Warriors should get away with a pretty good 18, 20-point win, I think.
Yep. Warriors 13 plus. Let us know what you have got for this game.
Dave's gone Warriors 13 plus. We're all aligned for once.
Ooh, the planets have aligned again.
The planets aligned.
Okay, I'd love to see what Dave thinks of this one. Bulldogs versus West Tigers. What a battle. This one is always a massive rivalry match. Saturday night footy will be a fight and a half. The Bulldogs dropped to 11th after being beaten 40-16 by the Raiders. They're already trailing 22-0 at half time and gave themselves far too much work to do. It was a disappointing result for the Bulldogs. Were close enough to get in the top 8, but performances like that will quickly end their finals hopes. Tigers sitting at 13th after losing 32-16 the Warriors. They're still in the contest at half time, 14-6, but failed to score a single point in that second half. And the Luai saga continues. He's now going to Eels. Who knows? Toss a coin. Who knows what he's doing? But PJ, which team responds after last week? Which fan base will be reaching for the emergency button by full time?
Yeah, I think they're already pressing the emergency button, both these teams. But can we talk about Luai for a second?
If you want to,
Can we talk about Luai for a second? He signed, the Tigers have come out and said, we don't want you for the final year of your contract.
Yep.
Parramatta go, we'll take him. And the Tigers agree to pay $500,000, Breno. On what planet? On what planet do you do that? Like, I'd be saying to Parramatta, 200. Take it or leave it. They want him. You know they want him. But they put in $500,000 for him to play for a rival team against them probably twice. It's astounding, how bad
it's a really
management
weird
of work
situation, but he's only going there for a year, and then he's going to PNG. So, like, who really wants to grab him for a year and waste all that money on him? I don't know.
Parra did it last year with Jonah Pezzett, or this year with Jonah Pezzett, and he's injured, so he's not even playing. I forget where he's going, but they did it with Pezzett, and they're kind of putting themselves there as a stopgap team now. Parramatta, they're sending a message to the rest of the comp that we'll take someone for a year. We're not planning for the future. We'll just borrow people, kind of thing.
Just trying to get
That's
through
not the message the Eels want to be putting out there, but. Yeah, I'm going to put the Bulldogs down to an anomaly last week. Raiders did start really strong, and they just couldn't get back in it.
Yeah.
So I'm going Bulldogs 1-12. Dave's going Bulldogs 1-12 as well. I just don't see the spirit now in the West Tigers at all. That they've got it. They've still got talented players. Adam Dewey's still there. Luai, there's a lot of people saying that he looks like he's half trying. I think that's a bit unfair.
Yeah.
But I can't see
Dewey's definitely been their best for the year.
Yeah, 6 or 8 point win. They've had a lot of injuries. Buller's been out. Luai's been out. Dewey, as soon as he went out, I think they lost 5 in a row. They were doing great guns before he got injured. And even with Jerome Luai, the West Tigers were still winning. We're still losing, sorry.
Yeah.
Because Dewey wasn't there. So, Bulldogs for me by 6 or 8.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they should hopefully get this one. We'll get this tip right. The
West Tigers will be season over for them.
Yeah. I heard something in the news that they've only won 2 games or something since Luai's come back from his injury. Anyway.
Yeah.
Here's what it is. All right, what's our next matchup?
Not the record.
Titans versus Sea Eagles. Let's see what team we get this week for both sides. We want to know who you've got tipped, so chuck it in the comments there. Sunday begins in the Gold Coast with the Titans hosting the Sea Eagles. Titans are 16th. Showed plenty of fight with their 22-18 loss with Melbourne. trailed 12-6 at half-time, stayed in the contest right up till the final stages. Then they just couldn't get the win. But it's one of those encouraging performances for the Titans they can build on. Manly dropped to 9th after suffering a heartbreaking 19-18 loss to the Cowboys. Seagulls led 14-6 at half-time, but unable to close the game out. That loss pushed Manly outside the top 8, making that particularly important game for them, this one. The Titans have nothing to lose, and it showed last week they can make trouble for the stronger opposition. But PJ, do the Seagulls steady the ship, or the Titans about to drag another team into an ugly Sunday afternoon fight?
Yeah, Titans will definitely do that at home. They will always give it a go. But Manly just so inconsistent.
Yeah.
They've been really poor one week, and then I tip against them, and then they come out and play really well. And I go, Manly's back. Okay, and I tip Manly, and then they come out and play like crap again.
Yeah.
I reckon I'll do my stats before next week's show.
Yeah.
Who I'm most successful at tipping. Manly will be one of the worst. I'll tell you now. I cannot get them right if my life depended on
It'll
it.
be second last for me.
Saying that,
I've
I've tipped Manly 1-12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tipped Manly 1-12. I think they'll get the job done. Everyone's there. Fogarty's there. Travojevic is there. Cooler's there. They're all there. Alukawatu has been in stellar form. Yeah, I know. But Cowboys at home. Oh, they weren't at home, were they? Yeah, Brookvale. Yeah, they really should have won that. Oh, I tipped Manly, didn't I? Yeah. Screw Manly.
Yes, that's probably all.
But yeah, Gold Coast dead set specials now. Dave's going Manly 1-12 as well. But Gold Coast dead set specials now. We've all backed them. Back Manly.
Okay, let's get into the last game of the round. Dolphins versus the Cowboys. Sunday at Suncorp Stadium. Don't say that too many times really quick. Come on, you Queenslanders, now pick who you think is going to win this one. Let us know. Round 20 finishes with this Queensland Derby. Dolphins dropped to seventh after being embarrassed 60-0 by the Sharks. Absolute donuts, as I've got there, a little picture of a donut there. Lovely little donuts. Trailed 24-0 at half time, and things only got worse after that. I think the NRL may need to look into getting some sort of mercy rule. Stop, they're dead already. But the Cowboys move into 8th position after edging out Manly 19-18. Trailed 14-6 at half time, but fought their way back. North Queensland will arrive with confidence, while Dolphins will be desperate to prove last week was just an isolated disaster. I feel like I don't want to tip this game. How hard is it? Like, do the Dolphins produce the response we expect after conceding 60, or will the Cowboys climb the ladder again?
Yeah, both of them on the fringe of the 8, so they both need to win. I think the Dolphins definitely bounce back and win this one.
You think so?
I can't remember what I've gone. Dolphins 1-12 is what I've gone. I think the Dolphins are, they rested a lot of people last week. I'm not quite sure why, but anyway, they had a fairly late game from memory, so there was a long enough break.
Yeah, it was,
7:30. Was that at 7:30 Saturday? Regardless, it was Saturday. I was at 3 o'clock Saturday. That's right. So no, it wasn't.
Didn't they play Sunday?
I can't remember what it was.
I don't know either. That was last week.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I think we had too many beers.
They should have done. Yeah, I had too many beers. Yeah, so no, we were the 2 o'clock Sunday. So I think they were 3 o'clock Saturday. But I don't know why people rest people after Origin unless you're injured. Get out there. How many millions you earn? Fair dinkum.
Have a go.
So both of them on the fringe of the 8. They desperate to get a win here. Dolphins at home, all their players back. I can't see, even as good as the Cowboys played against a pretty good Manly team, I can't see the Dolphins not losing. 1-12. Dave's gone 1-12.
Yeah.
Breno?
I've got 1-12 on the Dolphins, and I am.
All three of us 1-12 on the Dolphins.
But spoiler alert,
Lovely.
news flash, whatever you want to call it, I'm using the last of my jokers for this round. I'm confident.
Whoa!
Look out.
Breaking news. So we've got the same tips except the Rabbitohs.
Yep.
So I definitely hope you don't get a perfect round and double those points. But wow, Breno using his joker.
It's on.
Yeah, I had a look at the future rounds. I think there's one coming up, and I won't disclose which one. I think there's one coming up that I think is extra
Oh,
special
okay.
for me
Yeah,
to
it's extra
use.
special.
But yeah, last week
Yeah.
I got one up on Breno. I'm back in the
Boo.
lead, 90 to 89. God bless the I forget who it was, but God bless him.
Is it Raiders? Yeah.
Yeah, they're Raiders. Yeah, you went Bulldogs. Yeah, so God bless the Raiders, and I hope they lose this week and Souths get a win. But 90 to 89. What's your score? Let us know in the comments. Dave mentioned earlier. I don't know what his score is, but he's already used both jokers, Breno.
There you go.
So now we know why Dave's ahead of us in the tipping, because he's already used his double points. So there it is. Yeah, just the Raiders was the difference. We didn't get a lot of margins right either, even in the games we got right. So we got some work to do, Breno, to
Yeah,
sharpen
I
up
just
our
can't pick
tipping.
those margins. Yeah. The
Yeah,
teams are hard enough to pick without the margins.
yeah, I'm feeling you.
Yeah. I did forget to press this button too. Yeah, so Dolphins have managed to find themselves on the gone list for a second time. I was going to add that in.
Yeah,
after
they're down
the
with
game.
the Eels and the Tigers, which is surprising for a team in the top 8. They've had 50 points put on them twice.
Yeah, twice, yeah. Just
Very,
didn't have
very
their
strong.
plays and switched off. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's go check out the false prophets. See what we've got for you this week.
The false prophets.
What is going on here?
You got everything wrong.
I got absolutely
You
everything
got
wrong.
one of them right. Oh, I got 3 out of 6. But wow, Breno,
It was a rough week.
that was a rough week. That was
So,
a
yeah.
rough week. All right, you going first or am I?
So yeah, so Nori, I found this little meme that popped up. Sorry, no, you were a bad tipper. You can't come to heaven. That's
You can't come to heaven.
That's so us.
Yeah, that's so funny.
You go
I
first.
saw you post that somewhere. Very fun.
You going?
But, yeah. No, I'm going. All right,
going,
here we
all
go.
right.
You ready?
Yep.
Panthers 13 plus.
Ooh.
Panthers 13 plus over the Broncos. It's going to be in the lower end of 13 plus, I think, Breno. Maybe just the 14. You know, they're not going to flog them. Roosters 1 to 12, and Warriors 13 plus. They're my specials for this week. They're dead set, all going to get up. You're going to make a mozza if you bet on them, but gamble responsibly.
Absolutely. Let's see what Breno has got. Here we go. I'm
You got-
actually going to back the Rabbitohs, even though PJ isn't. I think they played pretty good last week, and hopefully keep the momentum going. 1 to 12 against the Raiders. Then I've got. I've got this team. Let's see if they'll let me down again here. The false prophets. Hopefully, Seagulls will win 13 plus against the Titans, and then
I thought you forgot what they were called then.
I don't know what I was thinking. I just know they're going to let me down. Anyway, the last one we've got is the Dolphins. I think they'll bounce back after last week's poor performance and beat the Cowboys, who are also one of those teams I struggle to tip, right? So Dolphins 1 to 12. There we go.
Brilliant.
Get on that one.
Fantastic. There's 6 great bets, and if you stick them all on together, you'll probably make a fortune as well. So gamble responsibly, of course.
$3 or
Gambling's
something.
just for fun. If you've got a win to win back the money from last week, you probably need to ring one of those gambling helplines. I haven't had money in my sports tab account for 3 months, but I put true story. I put $50 in January 2024,
Okay.
and it lasted me until about a month ago, maybe 5
Okay,
weeks
that's
ago.
all right.
I got it up to about $170.
Yeah.
And then, I only have $2, $3 bets, $1 bet here and a roughie. And I'm not a big gambler.
Yeah.
No point. I work too hard for my money to give it to someone else. But I do gamble for a little bit of fun. So, it lasted me over 2 years. So I'll stick another 50.
That's really good.
I
That's a
reckon.
good effort. Yeah, absolutely.
I love me with the trophy there. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I got one back on Breno. I would
Yeah.
never have heard the end of it if you had finished the
Well,
comeback in that game.
I think it's been about 3 or 4 years since he's beaten us. So.
5 in a row, at least 5 in a row the Knights have
Yeah.
won. So we went to our first one last year, obviously. You guys got the win. And that was our second game going together. And I'm glad I squared it up, mate. I tell you now, I needed that.
Anyway, that's the end of the show, I think. Yeah, make sure you get in the comments. Let us know what you think, like Dave has. Good on you, Dave. Thanks for joining the chat there. And go the Rabbitohs, go the Knights. Woohoo!
Go the Rabbitohs, go the Knights. Hope your team
Go
wins
best.
as well, and make sure you enjoy your footy and join us in the chat whenever you can.
All right, everyone. Thank you. Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Press the wrong button.
Thanks for tuning in to another action-packed. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out all of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 action on our Facebook group page. Come and join the chat. Goodbye.